Is this thing on? Welcome to Rebooted the Podcast. I'm your host, Alita Hernandez. Come join me weekly to hear about my journey from recovery to healing after having a stroke and other life challenges. So let's get talking. Welcome everybody to Rebooted the Podcast. Your host here, Alita Hernandez. And we're on location today at Dr. Zhou's office here for acupuncture. So welcome, Dr. Zhou.
Thank you. An honor to have you come over today.
I'm so happy to be here. You made the office beautiful with all the live plants and the decorations. It's just awesome. And I've known you now for 5.5 years. I followed you.
Journey, yes.
Yes, it's been a very great wellness journey. As you can tell, I'm looking pretty good, I think.
You look amazing.
Dr. Zhou has been helping me through this process 5.5 years after I had the stroke. As everybody knows, I had the stroke, and I had lost a good 50% of my left side. And she has amazing hands and just amazing person. So that's what makes the wellness so much better.
Well, thank you. It's my honor to be part of your journey for healing, and you are the proof of what we can do for people's wellness. So I'm glad we continue this journey, and it's a lifestyle we incorporate more than just acupuncture.
Exactly, it becomes a lifestyle. So talking about that, so what really inspired you to become an acupuncturist?
So, as you know, I was born and raised in my little village, and my mother, she is a miracle herbal medicine doctor, also a midwife in our village. She basically helped giving birth to every kid who was born before the 1980s, including 8 kids of herself. And without any help, and just purely her hand skill training from my grandmother handing down to her, also her amazing herbal knowledge. Her herbal knowledge is not just the medicine side, it's everything that she coordinates with cooking. Like what she usually said, every blade of a grass have its purpose. Every food you eat have its purpose. Every vegetable have its flavor. In Chinese medicine, we call it 5 flavor and 5 directions. So we have to be mindful about how we live our life. That's how my mom taught me, and later on inspired me to go to TCM school in Guangzhou, a traditional Chinese medicine school. That's how I first encountered as acupuncture, how they can do. And then later on, I brought my knowledge to the United States and continue my passion, and I settled down in Florida. And that's how I met you.
That's right. So your mother was the inspiration you got most was from your mother.
Absolutely.
From her knowledge and her teaching you, because you lived on a farm, right? So
yes, in the village.
In the village. So and I've seen pictures. It's awesome. I've never seen anything like that before. Most people see China as one view, whatever you see on TV, but China is a huge country and it has so much to offer. We don't even know. I don't know a drop of it. But just seeing the pictures of Dr. Zhou, when she showed me her pictures with her village with her mother, was just so awesome. The vegetation. See, we live in a city here, so it's not the same. You can't just go outside, and even though there are fruit outside, because I find them all the time. I tell Dr. Zhou all the time, I'm walking around.
The papaya tree?
Yeah, the papaya tree, the mangoes, the lemons, whatever we find outside, I'm always picking them, bringing them home, But I want to stick to the acupuncture. So you're inspired by your mother. But what else? I know she inspired you, but what is your calling? What do you find your passion is in?
Actually, it's my personal journey as well. Back in 15 years ago, I encountered my own medical issue, and then I started doing herbal medicine and acupuncture on myself with sound healing with the Indian guru in New York as well. And then my later on experiencing drastic change in my life, I just thinking to myself, this gotta be something more I can do, more than just heal myself. So I started digging deep in the United States. I get recertified, I get my license, and my major compassion actually is women's health, women's wellness through my own journey of healing. I've witnessed so many miracle cases, but just slightly tweak the way they live. People just blossom like flower. have to say that we always address the root, not just the problem and the symptom itself. The problem and the symptom is just a warning sign, in fact. But what happened behind that, it's a life story to tell. And often in the treatment room, we get to know the person, we know that deep down, the root cause of the life story is very inspiring. So not only my own journey and also all the people I touch, I see all these years, and just I firmly believe that I choose the right career path. And I love my job so much. They say, if you love your work, you don't work one more day. Right?
Exactly. And I see that with your passion. I mean, what I find that makes her different or stand out with other doctors or other acupuncturists out there is that she truly cares. So because of that, she truly cares. She really looks at you as a person, as a whole person, and really addresses like what's going on, what's deeper going on, why you're having this issue. And it's a learning, how would you say, it's a journey, it's a learning journey for the patient as well as for the doctor, because she's learning about your body and how, and you know, you have normal function, of course, you study, but each person is going through something differently, so you have to kind of tweak things to get, you know, to the right,
absolutely, yes,
right treatment for the person. A good example, I came here, I found Dr. Zhou kind of strangely. I was at that time looking for insurance that would cover acupuncture, and unfortunately not all insurance covers it. But at the time I did find one, and that's how I landed up finding her, which I'm so blessed that I found her 5.5 years ago, because she truly has changed my life and really helped me understand more about my body, about how acupuncture functions, and how to eat better, and just it's just been incredible. But I came in and I could not move this arm. This left arm, when I had the stroke, I lost this left side. So this arm, per regular medical doctors, I had a frozen shoulder. So my arms was like here. That was it. It would not move. It was stuck in this position. I did 2 treatments with Dr. Zhou, and I was able to go like this and wave. Okay, and as you can see, I can move my hand every which way. I could not do that before. It took me like the first year I was really struggling, and I had a lot of pain, and it's been a journey. I sometimes I want to cry thinking about it, because if anybody understood the pain that I had for 2 years, it was, I can't explain it to you. It was just internal pain from the stroke. For who knows all the stuff that's going on there, that the energy stopped flowing. I mean, my left side was stagnant, right?
I remember you had a huge lymph node.
Oh, yes, right here.
Collarbone right here.
Right, yep.
It was like golf ball size.
Yeah, I had a huge ball here. And every so often it comes out a little bit, very little. Right. But I had, like, it looked like a water balloon, like stuck in my
post-stroke.
Right, post-stroke. And basically I had fluid. Remember, I had fluid retention in this area. It wasn't draining. And then you addressed that with acupuncture, and then it finally went away, and it has never come back again. And that was, 5 years ago. I had this big old thing on my neck here. So, so talking about that, explain to people really about the energy flow and how acupuncture, how we can understand that. What is it that acupuncture does when you put the needles in the body? What does that actually do with the flow of energy in your body?
Acupuncture, it's more than just put a needle in the area that you have problems. So, well, of course, we will put needle in the area. For example, if you have lower back pain, we will put a needle in the lower back area, do some muscle work with fire cup. But we have a whole other micro system, reflecting zone, like reflexology on the feet, or even in your hand. Within your hand, there's a whole spine reflecting zone here.
Mm-hmm.
Closer to the knuckle, and as you get to your head, close to the crease, here you get to your lower back. So just by putting 1 point here, we can spontaneously to unlock the energy, make the patient feel able to move again, able to bend down. Reason why behind that is because there's an MRI, functional MRI study show in Germany actually. When you put one needle in certain area of your body, for example here, for lower back pain, and the mapping of the endorphin release on your lower back your brain actually lit up in that portion of your brain and say, okay, we have to send so much endorphin and your natural opioid, that natural painkiller in the area to naturally anti-inflammatory and painkiller to rescue the area. So by saying that, how does ancient Chinese know this is the point is for lower back? I guess it's from Qigong practitioner. They feel the energy flow when they practice, and by pressing certain acupressure point, they feel the energy flow. So that's why they able to mapping each point for corresponding organs or specific body parts.
Wow. How many points are there in acupuncture? I mean, like thousands?
I mean,
I've
12
seen
channels, it's supposed to be like 361 points, but with extra points and new points discovered by like Dr. Dong acupuncture in Taiwan, and it totally over 1,000 points.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
More and more new points being discovered.
So you put needles in my head. Actually, you put 2 or 3 needles in, and then you start moving them on. What are you doing when you're doing that? Like you start twiggling the little needle. You're like, what are you doing up there?
That's actually, this is our stroke protocol. We call it scalp acupuncture. It's most powerful for post-stroke, for lost the body function, either quadriplegically or partially, or language deficiency, Bell's palsy. Your body are so smart. And also, this system actually is similar to conventional medicine. You stimulate your left side body by put a needle on your right side of your head, but vice versa as well. How do we do that? Again, same thing. You stimulate certain zone or reflecting area, and your body just send endorphin to the entire part, wherever how strong you want to stimulate. It always work.
Wow, it's just amazing, because I know that she has put needles. I've had needles like everywhere, so I've had them on my hand. I'm diabetic, so she put certain points on my leg that she gets her point. I already even know where the points are. Some of the points are ready for the diabetes. Right now she's been working on some nerve issues I have on my hands, and constantly doing the flow of energy to make sure that my energy is going on both my legs. And I think I'm doing pretty good, because from the beginning I started.
Amazing. Patient like you actually constantly inspire me and humble me to do better, because many conditions, honestly, first time I treated, and then you just so patiently work with me. So later on, it's just like, I know you know yourself better, and then you coaching me to know you and get to know you, get to your life story, allow me to get deep layer of a dissection about who you are, and we get to the root of the treatment as well.
Right.
So we want to explain to you a little bit about what is really acupuncture. It does to you. What is qi? People are so often confused, like you moving a qi by get rid of the pain and then move the qi in certain area. Well, yes, it's that simple. It's just like you have 12 meridians and like 12 rivers in your entire body. What you want to do, as a nature, water is tendency to flow. The river have to flow. The lake have to maintain the freshness of water, so the vegetation can grow and the fish and the animal can thrive. By blockage of the 12 channel or certain points, there's nothing flowing. That zone, what we will call acupuncture, unblock the area, the same endorphin, and we send so many anti-inflammatory to the area. So once unblock, everything's flowing, life come back again. Our job is not really fix your symptom. We help you. We give you a little push to restore the function of balance of direction, balance for yin and yang, balance of up and down, balance of wellness, and also the cold and hot. There's always pooling of energy. It's difficult to understand, but in conventional medicine, how acupuncture work is we able to lower down the cortisol level, which is driven by stress, by injury, by lack of sleep, by overindulging of a certain food, we take the layer first off by decrease your stress and lower down the cortisol level, and then your anti-inflammatory actually started working. So now you have a natural anti-inflammatory and also the natural painkiller working. Second layer, what we're going to do is actually in conventional medicine we call, how to say the words, it's called rejuvenation, and also
rejuvenation, right? And like a restore. What are you doing? Not a detox. We're not doing that.
Detox too is partial. The body function actually recover, and so your body doing well. We're promoting natural immunity as well, just by not taking over the function body, but promoting whatever you have previously. That's the difference between Chinese medicine and conventional medicine. Conventional medicine basically take over. Right. If you're hormonal imbalance, what they give you? They give you hormonal replacement. Yeah. Replacement means your body no longer going to make these hormones, but we install the balance of hormone by tweaking it, so your body actually okay to function at some level.
Because your body restores, and I know that for living proof that your body restores. So once you put the good stuff in it and you treat your body correctly, your body starts to regenerate itself. I mean, I know for a fact that when I had the stroke, I was very foggy. My vision was off. My mental ability wasn't sharp because of the strokes. I got affected. So I had the stroke on the right side, affected the left side. So I know one of the things I had to do was start being more creative and start using the right side of my brain more to kind of build more energy in the brain, start building it up more so I can restore the left side. But I know you helped me so much with that, and I still continue to get treatment all the time. We also have cupping. I took a little video of my boyfriend getting some cupping later, and Dr. Zhou explains a little bit about the cupping, which that also is a form of detox. We were just talking about that. So if you want to talk about that a little bit, about the cupping and what does that do?
Cupping is more on the myofascia layer in conventional medicine, but also any form of a touching, it moves the qi, it moves the energy, so it alters the weight of your body's old habits. So by putting a cup there, we refresh the whole area by increase the blood flow, the circulation, and more red blood cells, and get rid of all the lactic acid and the fragmentation of the red blood cells. That's what cupping able to bring up to the surface of the skin, and so release the myofascia. By that way, your body able to naturally recycle and break down and being recycled again, and able to get rid of the waste fast. Right,
all the toxins, like your toxins in your body. So that basically helps push out all those bad toxins you're out of your body. It kind of sucks it out. I'm doing the English, plain English here. It sucks it out. She has the terminology. I'll give it to you straight. Because my boyfriend had really bad, he had fatty liver. So she did cupping, and the cupping, when you did it, was really red and dark. It was dark, wasn't it?
It actually showed up on the exactly reflecting organ on the liver and gallbladder on his middle back as well. If you check, if he want to volunteer for the picture of his mapping on his back.
Right.
So it tell me that this person's liver function is actually under compromise. And the cupping actually have a different color and indicate different meaning. Purple could be extremely pain, and the dark red could be just the stagnation of an old blood sitting there. If it's pale pink, means the person actually have water retention, or could be anemic and too weak to respond, even create a copy mark. So the cupping are slightly different than acupuncture, but it do wonderful things for a fast release in the whole back system. Actually, blood and meridian. We have actually 13 different organs responding to each segment of your spinal.
Wow.
As well.
She knows a lot. That's what I want to say because I couldn't. I've learned so much from Dr. Zhou because she has helped. I'm a researcher, so I learned things from her. She learned things from me about. I tell her what's going on with my body, and then I go and I start looking up different things online and going to the right sources too. I'm reading some white papers from some doctors from China that talk about different things that they have cured. I was looking for stuff for my mother because she has Alzheimer's. So, and I still haven't looked into, there was a Chinese herb, and I don't know if I sent it to you, that he's in Hong Kong. He created an herb, 5 different herbs.
Formula, yeah.
A formula that's supposed to help stimulate the brain and function. So we'll see. Might try that out for mom and stuff like that. But
we actually have herb. I was thinking about you when I trying to order herbs. We actually have that herb, pharmacy right now.
Oh yeah.
To enhance the memory, how to alternate the white matters and increase the mass of your brain as well. So we can talk about that later.
Very good, very good. See, she always has something.
Thank you. But you know what humbled me the most is what I learned in the treatment room by just listen to the story, just touching. And sometimes you just be present who you are, and slight touch, people just change. They're willing to change. They be in a moment, then they start living a life they never thinking they could have.
Yeah, it makes a difference. You add a personal touch to your practice, and that makes it so special. Because I know many of you, I've experienced this. So my personal experience is I've gone to regular doctors, all different types of doctors, right, over the course of my life. And I always find they never have time for you. Like you walk in and you're just a number. Okay, next. Oh, okay. What's going on? Okay, goodbye. And if you get 5 minutes, it's a lot. I mean, Dr. Joy will spend an hour sometimes, and especially when you first come in, she will sit with you, she will talk to you, she will discuss what's going on with you, and she'll to see what's really happening. Because we might say I have one pain here, but meanwhile the pain's really somewhere else. So she kind of starts nitpicking and asking you questions to see what's really happening, and then she'll decide on your therapy, basically. And she has nutrition. She helps with a nutrition plan as well if you want to lose weight. We're supposed to do a water fast. I haven't done it yet, but I really want to do that because what you explained to me, and you can explain to everybody, is how the fasting works. Like I do intermittent fasting right now to help me with my eating habits, and have helped me to lose weight and things like that. But to do just a water fast, what does that do to your body?
Again, we talked earlier, most of our modern society, all this disease and imbalance are actually driven by overindulging about certain lifestyle, certain food, certain flavor, not sleeping, stress. By fasting, by taking a break, just simply a break for your whole system, not just on the level of the food intake, your whole body actually prioritize into something else. So in American unconventional medicine, it's called ketogenesis. So in that stage, your body actually start to turn inward to clean out. So in other words, detox for sure.
Right.
But it's more than just detox. Your whole body, your mind, your spirit actually it's have a great chance to have a take a time off, time out. And my teacher in China, Dr. Zhou in Heilongjiang Hospital, he often suggests fasting for 7 days, just water fast. He did it like twice a year, and just changed so many people's life because your body just simply take a break and reset. Your sugar go back to normal, and your blood pressure and your lipid panel, everything in store by not living the old way you used to, the old habit your body always trying to. Fasting is an amazing thing, no matter intermittent or 3 days or 7 day water fast. But you had to do through a guidance. You had to play it safe because just in case the sugar drop, you have somebody there to give you a few dates to really chew on slowly, so you don't actually get into the stage of passing out. But also, we also encourage the patient when you do fasting, you should be living the moment, consume the least of energy of everyday chaos. Just get out of that mindset a little bit.
Right.
Also, by doing fasting, your body it just don't need that much energy anymore. We encourage people to do the mindful walking and daily exercise continue, no problem. Meditation. That's the food for your whole body action. That's all you need by natural air and the water and meditation for 7 days.
That's ultimate self-care.
We
right?
should do it together one day.
Yes, we're gonna do that. I need to because I want to reset everything, and I want to finally get off my last medication that I'm on for the diabetes because it's really not good for me, and I really want completely get off of it. I got off of insulin years ago, so because I was really bad. So let me tell you, anything is possible. Okay, you set your mind to it, and you determine what you want to do. And I was on 2 insulins before I had the stroke. Now I'm on 1 medication. So it's a big difference. And that's all I take. I try not to take anything that I don't need to. I don't even take Tylenol or anything like that anymore. So,
Body are amazing. And sometimes you don't need much. But this country is over-medicated and under-nutrition, I think. Everybody's taking some form of a supplement, some medication, but they just go to drive-through of certain fast food restaurant for a fast bite, and then they have no idea what they put in the body. But they're looking for solution by looking to conventional medicine, they're able to fix them. Nobody can fix you unless you do the right thing yourself. Your body have to fix itself.
Exactly. So you can have guidance, but if you don't, you can listen to that guidance all you want, but you have to act. So, for example, I wanted to lose weight for my health. Okay, yes, if I lose weight, I'm going to look better too. That's a bonus, right? So my bonus is I'm going to look better. But the bottom line is to be healthy, because when I had the stroke, I was so afraid that I would never see my children again. I have 2 boys, so just thinking that I would never see my sons again, that was my ultimate. You have to do something now. It's time. It's overdue to take care of yourself, and that's what I decided to do, and that's why I'm here speaking to all of you out there, because I want to serve you and show you that you can live a healthier life and learn how to eat healthy and not be triggered by everything that's outside. You have to learn how to manage your life with the chaos of fast food and all that stuff. I don't go to McDonald's. I don't go to Burger. I don't go to any fast foods. We order Chipotle because that you can at least get brown rice, black beans, you get some salad. You can get some healthy stuff there. So there's ways to eat out there healthy. You just have to know what to pick and what not to pick, But anyway, let's talk about the grand opening. She's having a grand opening. This is the new place here. It's beautiful. She's in Plantation. We'll put the all the address and stuff. I'll put it on the post.
Thank you.
And you guys have to come out August 20th. And what time we're doing
10 to 1.
10 to 1. Right here in Plantation.
We're serving some kombucha and some glow-up drink and some healthy grazing tables throughout the day. Just come out and say hi, meet and greet with me and Dr. Chen on board soon too. And it's just a place I want you to come in and just have a cup of tea with me as well.
Exactly. Have a cup of tea, meet some great people. I'll be here. I'll be trying to do some video on site of all the people coming to visit at the grand opening as well. And we'll be doing some more shows here because I want you guys to learn more about acupuncture and what Dr. Zhou does and how she can help your life and just live better and be healthier and just feel better. That's the bottom line, is we have to take care of our children and our families and, just living well. And I'm going to take a little sip of tea. Cheers. Cheers. So everybody, I just want to say thank you to Dr. Zhou. It was awesome. I'll take some pictures also too, so you can see a little bit of the office. It's really peaceful here. It's very zen. It's just awesome. She has the music. lot of life plants, a lot of good oxygen in the office. I mean, she put her heart and soul in this place, and I tell you right now, I really feel that because I've known her for long enough now to say that this is her. I've been waiting for her to open up her office. She's been telling you about this. She manifested. She's, I'm going to have an office. I'm going to have my own office, and she's been going from office to office. She's been working in other people's offices. And I've been following her everywhere she goes, and I will continually follow her until I die. Because she's my doctor and my friend as well.
You know, but we mostly call ourselves a TCM worker. Means we are traditional Chinese medicine worker. We are not playing doctor here.
Right.
We are a little worker here, just trying to fine tweak your body and give a little push, and then we work together.
Right.
We are not a doctor say you have to take this pill.
Right.
No, we suggest you do this lifestyle change and sort of nutrition, and then you become your own doctor. Your health is in control in your own hands. Right. We are just a little worker here, give a little push.
Right.
Patient like you inspire me to have a dream office, and this is my first office ever, and I feel still a lot to do. My boyfriend is very mad at me. Just
she's living here.
seven
days a week.
Yeah, every day almost. But it's getting closer every day. What my dream office will be. My dream office is basically have to be free flow energy. The moment you walk in, you should feel the natural rhythm of the nature and the waterfall, the plains, and the friendly front desk. You would not feel doctor's office, and that's the last thing I want you to feel is doctor's office, because you come in here, you are in control of your health. You already feel better by sitting on this couch and go in and lay down in the treatment tables, and that's why we actually naming our treatment rooms into 4 different names rather than room 1, room 2, room 3, room 4. You're not just a number. So our room number actually room of a lotus. We treat a lot of fertility patients there, female patients for hormonal issue, because lotus mean to blossom and come about from the mud and from the occasion. And we have a room of earth with crystals and the grounding energies and the mountains from China. And also we have a room of harmony and this neutral, beautiful, peaceful little cozy place. My favorite room, of course, is the room of nature with the waterfall and the living banana tree in the corner.
Right.
The banana sometimes touching patient's hand. I say, oh my God. I say, wow, my banana tree actually love you. It's giving you a spot. So I cannot wait to see all of you that come in here, say hi to my banana tree in the nature room.
Don't forget, say hi to the banana tree. So she has a beautiful fountain, and it just really, it's a really peaceful place. When you go to any office and you want healing, you want to be somewhere that you feel safe. And this, you feel safe here and you feel peace. So you're more tranquil than when you go to other traditional offices, that you're basically a number and you have to be, hurry up, and then they give you pills and you're like, you don't want to take that stuff. I'm for all natural. Dr. Zhou also prescribes, of course, traditional Chinese herbs, which have no side effects because they're all natural. Everything comes from the earth. So it's a plant, a tree, or bark, or whatever it is. Okay, there's nothing weird here. Everybody, I don't know, people have strange concepts of what Chinese medicine is. It's been around more than 5,000 years. They're actually doing something correct. What do you think? 5,000 years, all right? And, there's a lot of knowledge to learn from other people and other cultures. So I always want to keep people to keep their minds open. You need to keep your mind open about other ways of healing and learning, and not get brainwashed, because unfortunately, and this is my opinion is regular Western medicine, it's one way. Unfortunately, that's the way it's been built. So you go in, you have a symptom, they give here's the pill, because that's the way it's been done. That's what they do. They develop medications to mask whatever you have. Okay, and I've learned that if you're in tune with your body, you know what's going on. I know when I got a pain here, I know, oh, it's something's happening on this side, whatever. Like, I already know. You get in tune to your body. You have to know yourself. You know, the same thing about certain foods you eat, all the chemicals that are in the foods. I asked Dr. Love one time. I said, there's no vegetarian fast food. He goes, what are you talking about? Yes, there is. Raw vegetables. I go, yeah, raw vegetables. He's like, grab some salad, grab a tomato, grab an onion, chop it all up with red pepper. There's your lunch. And it's so true. It's so true. And it's so simple, but we make it so complicated because everybody's like, oh, I have to go to lunch. I got to go to McDonald's and get this burger with all this stuff. Have you looked at the nutrition contents of that stuff? It's mortifying. It's horrible. I'm sorry. I looked up. They have, just an example, and I'll get off the subject, but they have this thing they advertise on TV now, the Kentucky Fried Bowl, right? It's like a bowl with mac and cheese and
it's not enough just a fried chicken.
No,
there's something else.
It's horrible. The content, the sodium level is over 2,000 milligrams of sodium in one serving. The fat content was over 50 grams of fat.
All non-healthy.
Yes, completely non-healthy. One bowl like this is $5. Yeah, that's why it's so cheap. And it might fill you, but I don't know what you're going to be after that. Because your sodium level's up here. I mean, it's little steps, everybody. Take little steps and slowly but surely learn what's good for you. And especially with Dr. Zhou here, she can help you if you're having hormonal issues. She specializes in women. There's so many things. Talking about that, is any other patient that stands out that's like a really like amazing, like, wow, this person came in with I don't know, one symptom and then left?
That's what turn around really fast is mostly pain related patient. Like last week I have a gentleman come in, have a knee swelled up big due to an injury, and he already have one knee surgery, so there's one good knee left, again breaking down. And he was very active in tennis and golfing, so I put 2 pin on his head. His pain level reduced from 8 to 5. His swollen actually go down even just within initial 5 minutes of the needling. By the time he walked out of the office, he can bend his knee 50% more. And we revisit him this week. It's actually yesterday. He say his pain actually is only 20% left.
Wow.
He's planning going to tennis with his wife this
weekend.
That's
great.
And he was worried whether he should go into another knee surgery because his right knee already given up, so the left knee he's trying to save it. So yes, we can help with the pain patients change so drastically by alter the pain receiver and the natural anti-inflammatory in the body. Just tell them, hey, the knee need more circulation, just drain it right now, and it actually go down very visibly just during the 1 hour training.
Right.
Some other like amazing cases, some patient come in with frozen neck. They just somebody move by sleeping the wrong side or certain sports injure them, so they cannot even drive. Often they have to accompany by the family, and they come in. Sometimes it's one needle in the hand, and you ask them to slowly move your head to left and right. They actually will drive home that same day.
And you've done that to me too, because I always get something on my shoulder sometimes, and she's like, your shoulder's hard. I'm like, yep. And she does some cupping and some acupuncture and everything else, and then I'm ready to go jog.
Thank you.
So she is amazing. So don't forget to come here August 20th. And just other little announcements. Friday, we have our Salsa Friday as always at Genesis. Check out all my posts on social media to see where we'll be at. And,
what time, by the way?
At 9 o'clock on Friday, I'm sorry. 9 o'clock, we start salsa. Yeah, come on, I've been asking you forever. Come on, do some salsa on Friday at Genesis. And just stay tuned next week. be posting everything on social media, all the information, the address for the location here for Dr. Zoe for Saturday's event. And that's it for today. So I'll see you next week, and we'll have a great afternoon. Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Rebooted the Podcast to learn about each episode's guests and topics. This is your host, Alita Hernandez. See you next Tuesday.